little bit of what qualifies me. Let me open up my camera here. What qualifies me to be doing these type of trainings and to give you guys the type of information I'm going to be giving you over the next hour. Yeah, this training lasts an hour, so I'm not going to be rushed through it. I believe that if you take notes, you'll become the notes that you actually take. And I believe that because this is just one stack. Show you guys this. This is just one stack of notes that I've taken over the years. I've been a part of this industry for now 15 years. I have another stack right next to me over here. Another stack over here. So literally, I got stacks downstairs of notes that I've taken and that I've applied over my 15 years in this industry. And I'm about to unpack that and give that to you. I always say it, take all the notes you can, put them in a can, and then give the can away. And that's what I'm gonna do tonight, guys. I'm gonna give the can away, and hopefully you'll realize that you can too. You can win here with BizzTrade. One of the things I wanna let you know is that this company, for all that it's done, has a long way to go. If you are looking for a perfect company, you're not gonna find it here. Let me say that again. Let me go ahead and tell you. If you're looking for a perfect company, you're not going to find it here. The reason why is because companies are ran by people, and people are not perfect. People make mistakes. People, don't always do what you want them to do. Like right now, I'm sure there's probably somebody out there that hasn't muted their line yet, And if you can't deal with those type of things, then you probably are not going to want to build an organization. Because again, people are not perfect. People make mistakes. People do things that they shouldn't do. People say things that sometimes are inconvenient truths that step on people's toes. And that's just business. That's just how business goes, guys. So if you're looking for a perfect business, it's not going to be perfect because of the people. Then when it comes down to just where we are as a company, this is the pioneer stage, guys. You got the pioneers. If you're here in America, when everybody got to Jamestown, when everybody came over on the Mayflower or whatnot, there were no roads. There were no cities. There were no highways. Everything was woods. And what they had to do, guys, they had to take out their hatchets. They had to take out their shovels. They had to start digging. They had to start knocking down trees. They had to actually start building roads. And that's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing here with BizzTrade. We're knocking down trees. We're knocking down hazardous roads. We're making roads here, inroads. So with that being said, understand that as this company is, it might be some things that you want, and you want those things and you want them badly. But right now, guess what? There's some things that must be done for the whole team. There might be something that you want to get done specifically, but there's something that must be done for the whole team in order for the company to be able to get out of the formulation stage and go into the consecration stage, to go into the next phase of business, to shut this chapter down. So you might not be able to get all your questions answered right now, but that don't mean we won't answer them or that the answers are not there. Just be a little patient on that. Another thing when you're in this formulation stage and things is that, you're going to see some people come and go. That's just the nature of it. That's just the nature of it. So when you see people come and go, don't say, oh, what's going on? I don't understand. No, guys, it doesn't. Everybody that gets started with us won't finish with us. Everybody won't be with us. But I can tell you this. I feel very confident that many people that are getting started with us are going to be here a year from now. You want to know why? Because when you put your principal in there, all it continues to do is grow. So even if you don't see their face anymore, don't think they just walked away from their money. They might just say, you know what, I don't want to build a team no more. I don't want to get on a Sunday night call anymore. I don't want to be supportive anymore. All I want to do is just wake up and punch it. That's all I want to do. That's all I want to do is wake up and punch it on a Monday morning. I don't want to see Albert. You're a nice looking young man. I don't want to see your face anymore. Frank, you got it going on, but you know what? I don't want to see you no more. All I want to do is wake up on Monday and punch it. So guess what? Just because you don't see him don't mean that something's wrong. It just maybe they made another decision. Now, with that being said, I'm going to get into tonight's training. And the first thing that I found out that's so important is always the question of why. Why are you on here? You need to figure that out. You need to figure out what is it that you want from BizzTrade. Why are you here? What is it that you really want to accomplish? Is that you just want to be able to, like I said, if you just want the traders going to work for you, you just want to punch the button, then let that be your goal. Ain't nobody going to judge you. I tell people all the time, get in where you fit in. Do what it is that you want to do with this business, but you need to know what it is that you want to do. You got to know what it is that you want. What is it that you want out of this business a month from now? What is it that you want out of this business 90 days from now? Write that down. Guys, it's so important. Everything I'm telling you, please, please, please write it down. Write it down. Don't just listen to me. Don't just say, oh man, that was a great training and everything. And guess what? You didn't take any notes. Let me tell you what happens when you start to take notes, and I'll get back to where I'm going to be training on. But when you start to take notes, first of all, you have to engage your thoughts. See, when you just sitting there and you just kind of like looking around and doing other things, you don't have to engage your thoughts. Subconsciously, you will get some of the information. But if you really want to get the impact, you really want to get the nuggets, you really want to get the full force of this training, take notes. Because you first of all have to concentrate your thought process on, okay, I need to write down what coach just said. So now you're engaged. Now what you're talking about is getting past your conscious into your subconscious, deep down in there. That's when that robot is really, really starting to get this information. So you write it down. When you write it down, guys, guess what? Then you're writing it with your hands so you're able to see it with your eyes. Now you're identifying that this is me. This is who I am because I wrote this down. I'm writing it down. It's in your handwriting. Now, here's something that you always baffle me. What's the use of taking notes, okay, if you don't ever go back and review the notes? That stack I just showed you, guys, I go back and I review the notes. I got some stuff over there. Let me get it. Hold on. See? This right here is from October 1st, 2005. I'll say that again, October 1st, 2005. This is 2019. This is 14 years old. These notes, power training, a training that I sit down at, how to edify. This one right here, let me see. Oh, this one's from June of 2004. June of 2004. Taking the notes, guys. So when you see Coach, it's not that I'm so great. I just did what they told me to. They said, Coach, you need to take notes. You need to look at this, guys. It's coming apart here, right? I always heard it said about that good book where you buy one and you get the other 65 free. When that book starts to come apart, you start to come together. And guess what? The same thing is this. When these notes that you've taken over these years, over these weeks, over these months, when you start to apply that in your life will totally change. So make sure that you're taking notes. What is it that you write? What is it that you want? Write that down. Take a second. The top two things right now. What is it that you want from BizzTrade? Okay, you want a return. How much of a return do you want? You write that down. Maybe right now you're not doing the calculation. And what is it that you want to see from this business? Let's start with a long-term goal, if you would, and we'll come down to the short-term goal on that. What is it that you want to do? You know, do you want to take a trip and a vacation next year? Is that what you want? Is it that you want to be able to actually help somebody on a monthly basis be able to take care of them, their mortgage? Maybe it's someone that you love that has gotten up there in years, and now you want to be able to just send them $100 a week or $100 a month. What is it that you want? Write that down. Write it down. I say it all the time. A dream is just a dream until you write it down. Then it becomes a goal.
Hey, Curtis.
That's when it becomes a goal. A goal is just a goal until you put a date with that thing, guys. You got to put a date down with it. So you got a dream, write it down. It becomes a goal. You got a goal, break it down. Put some dates on that thing. What day am I going to be, at this level? What day am I actually going to get this done? And then guess what? All in those goals, we're going to be able to break it down to how many people you're going to talk to. How many people are you going to expose this to? How many people are you going to actually talk to? How many 3 ways are you going to do? Or if that's not you, if that's not one to do, how many times am I going to punch that button? 52 times, baby. 52 times. 52 weeks. You're going to punch that button that's your goal, write that down. My goal is to punch the button 52 times this year. I might not do all that I'm supposed to do with my diet. I might not do all I'm supposed to do with my kids, but I'm going to make sure every Monday I'm going to punch it. I'm going to punch that button. So you know what you want, then you write it down. I recommend that you write down at least 50 things that you want. Total. I don't know where I got that one. It's around here somewhere. But I have over 100 things that I'm going to accomplish here with BizzTrade, and I'm going to get them done in a very short period of time. So you write it down. Now that you've written it down, here's the next step, guys. Here's the next step, okay? You have to start to visualize. You have to start visualizing you already having it. Call those that are not as if they are. You're going to start to visualize what it is that you want in life, or what it is that you want to accomplish.
Coach,
I promise you this. It sounds simple. It sounds simple. But I want you to think about this. Just take 1 minute.
Stuff that I already know about.
Close your eyes per day, 1 minute, and visualize your day.
What is the product?
Visualize the conversations you're going to have. 1 minute.
Curtis, what is
not
the
1
product?
hour. Just 1 minute of visualization of seeing yourself being happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. 1 minute. You'll find out that is probably one of the hardest things for you to do. In the book, The Science of Getting
Curtis,
Rich,
can you hear me?
Waddles v. Waddle, he said that holding a thought is the hardest thing for a human to do. Holding one thought is the hardest thing for a human to do. To have a thought and then to hold that thought, that's visualization.
Yes. This is Curtis.
That's concentration.
Yes.
Be able to actually hold.
Hey, Curtis, what is he selling?
1 minute of I'm going to be happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise.
What is the product?
Someone
right now, he hasn't stated what it is.
Confidence, knowing I'm able to lead anyone.
What you
because I'm very busy and I can't just sit up here and listen to him.
No, you start visualizing that.
I tell you what.
And once you start to visualize that, you start to verbalize.
Get back with you.
Hello, Coach.
Give you a quick overview.
Go back. Know what it is that you want. That's
all right.
What is it that you want? You got to know it. Number 2, write it down. It's only a dream until you write it down. Then it becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps become a plan. A plan taking action becomes your manifestation. So the first thing, you got to know what you want. Then I'm going to write it down. Number 3, that's where we are right now. Where we just left.
Damn, this shit got my phone caught up, Curtis.
Visualizing what it is
Yeah.
life is going to be
Like
like.
I said, no problem. Like I said, I'll listen to all this here, but I
I'm
gotta
going to get to that a little bit later.
kind of give it to the
Start
church.
asking those questions.
I need to get
Guess
out of
guys,
this
you won't do
meeting.
that if you don't feel
because
good about what you're
I
doing.
thought it was something that
About
different.
this company,
Right.
you don't feel good about yourself. If you don't feel good about helping people, then you're not going to do it. But if you feel good about all those things, then guess what? You can leave good and go to great. You can leave great and go to the expert, and you can go from expert to superb.
Oh my goodness, it's stuck in my phone.
So you start to verbalize what it is that you want. You start to verbalize. No, you don't tell everybody. You tell yourself. When you look in the mirror in the morning, you say, you know what? I pledge allegiance to my success, to do better today than my very best. I'm a winner, I'm a champion, I'm a conqueror, I'm an overcomer, I'm a game changer. You start telling yourself that on a regular basis, guys, I'm here to tell you the people that will be attracted to you will, it almost look like you're a magnet, because you are. You start to verbalize, you know what? I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna help 100 people be able to actually make money with their money. Maybe that's your affirmation. Maybe that's what you're gonna be telling yourself on a daily basis. But you repeat that over and over and over and over. And guess what happens? When you start telling yourself a lie, it becomes a truth to you. It starts to become the truth to you. So you continue to say that over and over and over and over and over and over again. Guys, whatever you say to yourself over and over again, you'll start to believe. Belief is just simply something that has been repeated through your subconscious consciousness over and over again. You believe, I believe, we believe that our names are exactly what they are because someone repeated it to you over and over and over. Curtis Washington. Curtis Washington. That's your name, Curtis Washington. Over and over and over again. They just said it over and over and over again. KD, Mr. Hudson. And guess what? They said it over and over and over. Now somebody come to you and they bring a birth certificate and they say, hey, listen, I'm sorry, your name is not really Hudson. Your name is really da da la 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 la. You won't believe it because you've been told the same thing over and over again. Now, what we're doing here, guys, is the exact same thing. I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Yep. I don't care what your situation looks like right now. You have to start verbalizing that. When you start verbalizing that and repeating that on a repetitious basis, then you'll start to believe that. Then you'll start to be that. The word become. If you look up the word become, there's two words there, guys. Okay? There's two words. The first word is be. If you look up the word be, B-E, if you look up the word be, you will see that it means to exist. It means to be real. So we're talking about, please mute everyone. All right, so there's somebody that still have not muted themselves. Curtis, we're gonna mute you. Curtis, keep on coming, unmute. Like every time I mute Curtis, he comes out again. And who else do we need to mute? Let me see. Bruce, are you muted? If you don't mute yourself, I'm going to remove you from this training. So make sure that you mute it. Go over to the left-hand side. You go over to the left-hand side, there's a little mute button right there. Mute yourself out and make sure that you're muted. So therefore, we won't be distracting everybody else. I got you there. Thank you so much, Frank. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So FYI, let me see, somebody else sent me something. Give me 1 second. Please put everybody on mute. Done that. Somebody else sent me a text. Give me 1 second. FYI, the screen continues switches from you to another female. So Cheryl, let's make sure, guys. I'm getting texts. You want to make sure. Jimmy, I don't think you're on mute. I can't see your mute sign there. Johanna, Bruce, let me see. Like I said, Cheryl Young, you are not muted. Okay, Miss Young, for some reason, your line is not muted. Make sure that you're muted, Miss Young. All right, I'm gonna drop Miss Young and she can come back. Miss Young, okay, that you gotta mute yourself. Mute your phone, mute something, guys. Either you can mute yourself on here or mute your phone, so therefore we're not picking you up. I appreciate that. Anybody else start talking, let me know, guys, and I'll make sure I handle that. All right, guys, so now we're believing. We're believing because guess what? We know what we want. We've written it down. We actually start to visualize it. We start to verbalize it. So now we're believing for it. Now you're believing for it. Believe is just simply having confidence in something. To have confidence, assurance. That's what the word believe means. So guess what? I was on the word become. That's where I was. On the word become, the word be means to exist. The word come means to be brought forth. So if you're going to become something, what is it that you are going to become? That which you start to exist in your own mind first. I'm going to be a winner. I'm going to be a champion. I'm going to be a conqueror. So you start speaking those things right now as if you already are those things right now. I'm a winner. I'm a champion. I'm a conqueror. Anything that follows I am, you become. You start to exist and you bring it to you. For by thought, the thing that you want is brought to you, but by your actions, you receive it. So guess what? You start to become that winner. You start to become that champion. You start to become that overcomer. You start to become that person that are breaking records. You start to become that person that asks these 3 questions I'm going to go over with you in a few minutes. You start to become that powerful person that people know, like, and respect. Guys, I don't care who you are right now. I promise you this. You take 30 days of speaking to yourself in an affirmative way that you are a winner, that you are the best of the best, that there's never been nobody like you out there. There'll never be anybody like you out there ever again. Guess what? You start speaking that and start believing that, you'll start achieving what you are on here for. But you won't know what you're on here for until you first write it down. Will you be stubborn and not write it down? Will you just simply hear this training and just simply say, man, that was great, that was awesome, but not apply it? Knowledge has been told to us to be power. That was a lie. Write that down. Knowledge is not power. It is potential power. It only becomes powerful when we take ACTION. That spells action. You have to act, guys. And guess what? If you're not acting, let me tell you how you help that. Make sure, get this. Make sure that you make your dreams come true. Daily reading establishes a magnificent mindset. I don't care what you read. Read something positive every day. Read something positive every day. I got books all up here on my desk. Here's a book that I read. It's just affirmative things. This is made by Jocko Wilkin. And this gentleman right here served in the military underneath some brutal conditions, and what he had to tell himself so that he could come back home on his feet and not in a casket. Boy, I'm here to tell you, this book right here, I can just read. I can open it up anywhere. If I open this book up right now, let me see. When? The biggest excuse not to work out is a lack of time. Something always comes up, but there's one time of the day that no one can take away from you, pre-dawn. He talks about getting up early. Guess what, guys? Get a book, get something that you can read on a daily basis that actually will transform your thought process. Because guess what? As simple and as easy as simple to understand as this business is, there's going to be somebody out there that tells you no, it won't work. Maybe it's your brother-in-law. Maybe it's your cousin. Maybe it's your coworker. I don't know who it is. There's somebody out there that's going to tell you it can't work and don't work and won't work. And guess what? They're right. It won't do those things for them. But for you, you're telling yourself, guess what? Today it only gets better. Today is a better day for me. So get something where you can read. If you really want to make your life go boom, and let me tell you why you want to get something to read. Audio's fine. I love audios. I do. I have to tell you, I listen to audios all the time. There's nothing like it to get my juices flowing. I listen to some Jim Rome or some, what's his name? Can't think of his name. It went in one ear and out the other. Baby Bounds, baby boy, Mr. Brown. I can't think of his first name right now, but you know who I'm talking about. I'm listening to people all the time, guys. So guess what? You get something to listen to. That's great. That's awesome. And you should. But you reading something, again, it actually makes it go through the faculties of the brain. And if you really want to get it, read it aloud. Read it aloud. Guys, why am I telling you this? Why am I not telling you how to go out there and do the business and things of that nature? I'm going to get to that. I'm going to get to that in just a few minutes. But what I really want to make sure is that as people start to earn money, I've seen what money does to people. What I mean by that is if you have a weak mind, then what's going to happen is you're going to take that money and you're going to do weak things with it. if you have a weak mind. But if you have a strong mind, you're gonna go out there and do strong things with it. So everybody that I come in contact with, this is one of my affirmations, anybody and everybody that I meet, when I look them in the eyes, I know I'm able to lead them regardless of their social status, background, ethnicity, age, or income. And guess what? Me to impact and empower the lives of people in a positive way. That's my affirmation. So me being a part of this company, I have to be the person. I have to make sure that as Carlos is earning more money, as Albert is earning more money, as Ravon is earning more money, as Gary is earning more money, as Johanna is earning more money, as FEMA is earning more money, as Frank is earning more money, as all of us are earning more money, that we're doing what we're supposed to do with our money, and we're actually out there making a difference. Making a difference. So what's next? We got to believe. What's next? Here you go, guys. Learn to be grateful for what you already have. Learn to be grateful for everything you have. You might not have everything you want, but everything you have, be grateful for it. Gratitude. Write this down, guys. I got this from a multimillionaire. I didn't think of this myself, but it's so true. Gratitude is a seed for more. Gratitude is a seed for more. You want more time in your life? Be grateful for the time that you have. You want more friends in your life? Be grateful for the friends that you have. You want more love in your life? Be grateful for the love that you already have in your life. You want a bigger house? Nothing wrong with that. Be grateful for the house that you have. Grateful doesn't mean to be satisfied. It means to have a deep-sea appreciation, to appreciate what you have. Maybe this company, BizzTrade, might not be everything that you want it to be. Be grateful for what it is. Maybe you feel as though they should pay you more on something, but be grateful for what you have. Gratitude is a seed for more. Be grateful, guys. Now, you know what you want? You've written it down. You start to visualize, you verbalize it, you start to believe it. Now you're grateful, just so grateful. Man, I'm so happy and grateful for what I have. I'm so happy and grateful that my sponsor, even if your sponsor quits, I'm so happy and grateful that my sponsor introduced me to this business. You know what? Even if your business is not growing the way that you want your business to grow, I'm so happy and grateful I have an opportunity. I'm so happy and grateful that I have a company that is giving people this opportunity. I'm so grateful for that. Start speaking that. Even if you don't feel that way, start speaking it. I just told you, you'll become grateful. Because you start to exist up here, then you'll bring that into your life. And gratitude is the seed for more. Now you start to actually get the things that it is that you desire. The thing that you wrote down that you wanted, guess what? You're now calling that thing into your life. You call those things into your life, guys. And if you start to call those things into your life, I don't know when, I don't know where, and I don't know how, but I know that this works. If you talk to anybody that's had any level of success, from Mother Teresa to anybody, Jeff Bezos, he'll tell you, they'll all tell you, I knew what I wanted. I started to write, I wrote it down. I started to visualize, I started to verbalize, I started to believe it. Then I started doing, I was grateful for where I was, wasn't where I wanted to be, but I started to write it down. Guys, this is how it's done. A lot of people think it's a secret. Well, the secret's out of the bag. I'm unloading the secret to you tonight. This training right here will be the first, but it won't be the last. And guess what? They're only gonna get gooder and gooder. Because I guarantee you guys, I guarantee you, as we start to come together on these Millionaire Mastermind calls, the energy, the synergy, the belief, all that we're bringing here, guys, guess what? It's only going to bring out the best in the people who are going to be doing these calls. I'm doing the first one, but I ain't going to be the only one, because guess what? We got so many leaders that are coming to this company, so many leaders that are coming here in the city of Houston, the city of Dallas, the city of San Antonio, Austin, New York, California, down in Florida. Guys, we're here at the beginning. Get this stuff down, write this stuff down, make it become a part of who you are, and watch your life change for the better. Now, the last two things on this list, plan your work and work your plan. So let's talk about planning your work. Planning your work. Planning your work. Planning your work. Now, see, the planning is one part of it. I know some people, you know, the best laid plans of mice and men. You can plan all day. You can plan all day, and you should. It was said that Abraham Lincoln, when asked how would he chop down a cherry tree, he said that he would spend, if he only had 3 hours to do it, he said he would take the first 2 hours sharpening his axe. He only got 3 hours to chop down the tree. He's going to spend more than 2/3 of it sharpening the axe. So guess what? The plan is very important. What's my plan? Put yourself on a regimen for a little while. Anything that you do for 21 days, guys, okay? 21 days become a habit. So maybe you start off with a small affirmation in the morning. I'm going to be the best me that I can be. That's your affirmation. That's it. Then the next day, you know what? I'm the head, not the tail. I'm the above, never below. I'm blessed in the city. I'm blessed in the country. I'm blessed when I come in. I'm blessed when I go out. I'm blessed to be a blessing. Maybe that adds on to your affirmation. So you're going to plan your work. I'm going to plan my work. I'm going to plan my work. What is it that I'm going to do today? Guess what? We got these little devices now. You used to have to buy all these books. Now you got this little device. You can put it down. You know what? At such and such time, let me go to my calendar here, my little fun calendar, because it's always fun when you learn something. That's why I call my fun calendar here. Just a reminder here. And guess what? You can schedule yourself to say your affirmation so that you don't forget it. You can schedule yourself, you know what? I need to talk to 2 people today. And that little alarm goes off and it goes, ding, 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 and you look it up, you pick it up and everything, you know what, you set it on a daily basis and you pick it up and it goes, I need to talk to 2 people today. I need to ask some questions. And I'm gonna go over those questions with you in just a minute here, guys. But guess what? Plan your work. You know what? Are you gonna be on the 7 o'clock daily call for now? I know you work. I know it's hard. But now you're talking about making your dreams come into reality. Guess what? For those calls that we do, those opportunity calls, if you would, maybe you can't be face-to-face on your Zoom. Maybe you have to dial in and put it in your pocket and put your AirPod in your ear while you go do what you're gonna do and get this subconsciously. But guess what? You being on these 7 o'clock calls for the United States means so much to you and to the people that you're going to be bringing on board. If you want to do more than just simply punch it, then anything you can imagine, because when people get on here, guys, they're looking to see what is called social proof. Everybody wants social proof. Very few people go it alone. Very few people know how to evaluate businesses and therefore go it alone. So when they see Dr. Kennedy on here, they're like, wow, a doctor's on here. When they see Gary Davis on here, and guess what, guys? If you really understood the power of a team, then you would never ever miss any of these. Even if, like I said, even if you had to dial in and put it in your purse or dial in and put it in your pocket, gentlemen, guess what? You wouldn't miss it, because you understand that if you want something out, put something in. If you want something out, put something in. And if you're putting your time in to be consistent, you're putting your time in to show your support, then what happens is now you can get that back out. Now you can get that back out. When you see Jimmy Isaac, when you see him, you say, you know what? Jimmy never says anything, but Jimmy's always there. Jimmy's a part of the team. Guess what, Jimmy? When you need something for Bruce, Bruce used to seeing your name on there, and Bruce says, well, whatever Jimmy needs, because Jimmy supports my business, I'm going to make sure I'm supporting him. Plan your work, guys. Plan to be on this Sunday night Millionaire Mastermind call. Every Sunday. Why? Because guess what, guys? It's only going to build you up to become the person that you were created to be, that you were designed to be, that you truly, guess what? I don't care where you are right now. Your life can change if you want it to, if you will it to. So plan your work. What's the work, guys? If you're gonna build a network, the work is this. Write this down. Write this down. This is the work. Meet the people. I'll say that again. Meet the people. Well, I don't know anybody. Meet the people. I don't like talking to people. If you want to grow a business, a network business, guess what? You can push on Mondays and just forget about this business. But if you want to build a network, meet the people. I don't like people. I'm scared to talk to people. I'm a winner. I'm a champion. I'm a conqueror. I'm an overcomer. I'm a game changer. I exemplify and personify the epitome of pinnacle leadership. Say that enough times. I'm a winner. I'm a champion. I'm a conqueror. I'm an overcomer. I'm a game changer. I'm a winner. I'm a champion. I'm a conqueror. I'm an overcomer. I'm a game changer. I exemplify and I personify the epitome of pinnacle leadership. Say that enough times. I guarantee you, when you go out there, you'll be so bold. And the world belongs to the bold. Believe that. The people who are willing to get out of their comfort zone. So plan your work. The work is meet the people. What else is the work? Write this down. This is number 2. What else is the work? Show the plan. That's part of the work. It used to be, and I can still say this. Let me give you number 2 in the middle, if you would, because unfortunately, most people don't pick up the phone anymore. But it's meet the people, make the phone calls. But if you make phone calls, people don't really pick up. So let's make that number 2. Scratch that. Number 2, make the text. Make the text. Everybody texts today, right? Am I right, Frank? People texting today, right?
That's right. That's right.
School network marketing. You could call your friend before they had call ID. Before they had call ID, you could pick up the phone, you could call your friend, and they had to pick it up because they didn't know if it was their mother, their sister, their brother, so they would have to pick up the phone, and you could get them on the phone. Hey man, I found it. Blah, 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 blah. But now people look at the phone, they see it's you, and they go, oh, I don't want to talk to them. It's call ID, right? But one thing that gets over on them, guys, let me tell you, and I'm going to help you with what to say to them. But now you just send them a text. Hey, I was thinking about you. Hope everything's okay. I thought you were going to talk to them about business. No. You ain't talked to them since you had your firstborn and you got 3 kids. And they grown. You pick up the phone. Hey, I found this business. You don't ran them. No. Send them a text. Hey, you're telling the truth. Get this, guys. You're telling 100% the truth. I thought about you. Ain't that the truth? You did think about them. You can't text somebody without thinking about them. Right? I thought about you. I hope everything's going okay. Do you really hope that? Or do you hope they've just been running in the trees and the kids are growing them crazy? No, you're telling them the truth. Hey, I thought about you. I hope everything's okay. And guys, when they pick up their phone now, because it's not ringing, it's chiming. Ching, ching. Oh, okay. You thought about me. Wow, that's nice. They're going to reply. They're going to reply. Now, it's going to be up to you. The longer you've been away from those people, the more of a conversation you need to have with them. You need to warm that friendship back up. It's cold. You don't just jump on there. Hey, I got this. No, how you doing? How's your family? Ooh, your kids. What's going on at work? Maybe you ask them a few questions on that. Maybe the first texts that you sent out to them, you don't even mention anything about business. Maybe you have to wait 2 days. And you know what? I thought about you again. I thought about you again. You came across my mind again. Let me ask you a question, and you send that to them. You don't ask the question, you ask for permission to ask the question. And they go right, they'll hit you back and they'll say, sure, what's your question? What are the banks doing with your money? Maybe that's how you have to do it. This is the 21st century, guys. I'm just letting you know, you used to be able to pick up the phone and catch up in 5 minutes or something like that with somebody. But guess what? If you call them, they don't pick up the phone, send them a text. Hey, I just thought about you. I hope everything's okay. You just told the truth. Guys, meeting the people. Well, first of all, start with the people you already know. Start with the people you already know. That's part of the work. You got a Rolodex. Go into your Rolodex and see all the people that you have in your Rolodex. Some of those people you need to delete. But some of those people you just need to reach out and touch somebody's hand. Make this world a better place if you can. I know I can't sing, but I can hum. Guess what, guys? Reach out and touch those people you ain't talked to on Facebook. Don't just hit them up. Hey, man, take a look at blah, 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 blah. No, reach out and touch them. Say hi. Let me tell you, guys, in today's world, here's what you do. On Facebook and some of these apps that you actually have, they give you the date of birth of people. Now, this is where you stand out. You reach out and wish them a happy birthday either before their birthday or after their birthday. Because if you do it on their birthday, then guess what? You're in the pot with everybody else. Hey, I thought about you, and I know tomorrow's your birthday. I hope you have a great birthday. Send them a text. You can do that with everybody that calls themselves a friend with you on Facebook. And if they get mad at you, delete them. No, I'm just saying, if they get mad at you, it's because you ain't did it in a long time. What makes you want to actually wish me a happy birthday now? That ain't going to happen. But you actually wish them a happy birthday on their birthday, they won't get it. Other people are right there with you. Wait 2 days after, happy belated birthday. I hope you had a great day. Now you open up that line of communication. Now, guess what? The next time you reach out to them, hey, you came across my mind again. Is it okay if I ask you a question? Sure. What are the banks doing with your money? Guys, I'm telling you. That's what the people you already know. Guess what? If you're meeting some new people, let's say you're at the grocery store. And this is true. You're at the grocery store. You got the self-checkout line, right? You got the self-checkout line and you're standing there in line waiting to get your turn. Somebody in front of you, somebody behind you, somebody on the side of you, wherever they are. If there's something that interests you, you say something about it. You like their hair, then you say, hey, I like your hair. If you like the shoes, hey, I like your shoes. You love the shirt, hey, I like the shirt. That starts the conversation. And while you're having the conversation, you just simply be friendly. You know what? I really enjoyed the conversation. You don't have to hit them with that right there because you're in a very, very quick pace place. You're not trying to get the business in front of them. You're just trying to make a connection with them right there. And guess what? Hey, I enjoyed the conversation. We should stay in touch. They're going to say, well, yeah, sure. Well, this is the 21st century, so we got these things called cell phones. Let me just go ahead and send you my number. And guess what? You've met somebody. You didn't even talk about business. If you're sitting down in a Starbucks or a restaurant, obviously you can go into more detail and then you can start asking these other questions that I'm going to be talking to you about. But guess what? You're planning your work. Guys, if you're going to build a network, you can't be at home 24 hours a day. Yes, you can meet people on Facebook, on Instagram, on Snapchat. You can do all those type of things. But once in a while, you got to get out of the house. You got to get out of the house. For your own good. Get out of the house sometime and say hello to somebody. So you're going to plan your work and work your plan. You're going to meet the people, you're going to make the phone call, send the text, and then you're going to share the information. You're going to show the plan. STP, STP, STP. Show the plan. And if you can't show the plan, get them to someone who can show the plan. This company, like I said, is in the pioneer stage. It's in that formulation stage. But what they're putting together, guys, trust me on this, they're putting together to where you'll be able to actually push a button, and in 5 minutes, it'll tell them the highlights. Or 10 minutes, it'll tell them the highlights of what this business is about. The people who are building this business have been in network marketing as long as I have. I know that you just can't do it all by yourself. You got to have some automated way, some systematic way to be able to help people to be able to expose the business. They understand that. They will have that. In the meantime, you show the plan. If you can't show the plan, then guess what? At 1 o'clock Central Standard Time, the owner, everybody, and I'm going to say this right now: if you're not on the WhatsApp application, you want to make sure you get on WhatsApp. If you can download it, if you got an Apple Store or you got your Play Store, download WhatsApp. And then the person who invited you or the person who got you started in here, say, I want to be in the group chat. I want to be in the group chat. You can always silence the group chat so it's not going on at work, but I want to be on the group chat. That way we can get information to you. We can get information to your team, and we can get it to you where, guess what? You'll know, okay, there's another call that's going to take place, or there's some new information that's coming out, and then you'll get to decide whether or not you want to be a part of that or not. But make sure you download WhatsApp, and then get with the person who sponsored you, or get with the person who's in your senior business partner, whoever that may be, and make sure you get put on that list. My buddy Frank is going to make sure that you guys are on there. KD, they'll make sure that you're enrolled on that. I'll get that information over there to them. So guess what? We can make sure that we get this information out to you. That call that the president of the company, the CEO of the company, is at 1 o'clock Central Time, and then we here in the States, we're laying this thing out, guys. KD, he's laying this thing out. We're going to have it where we have people on here that's going to be able to speak to your people about this opportunity 6 days a week, for sure. 6 days a week. For me, I know family is so important to all of us, right? I want to make sure that for the most part during the day, on a Sunday or whatnot, you got family time. At nighttime, you already dreading going to work. You know, I want to go to work. Well, get some of this positive training in you. I guarantee you'll go to sleep and you'll feel better, and you'll wake up in the morning saying your affirmations ready to go. And I'm looking, hey, what are the banks doing with your money? What are the banks doing with your money? So you meet the people, you send the text, you make the phone calls, that's number 2, and you show the plan. And guys, if you do that, we're going to make this thing pop. P-O-P. We're going to make this thing pop. Let me tell you what that stands for. But before I do that, I want to make sure I get this last part down. The 3 questions that we asked when we talk to people about BizzTrade, 3 questions you want to get down into your subconscious. If I was to shake you and wake you in the morning and say, what are the 3 questions you ask people? Guess what? You'll be able to recite them just like you can recite your name, Curtis. Just like you can recite your name, Cheryl. Just like you can recite your name, Bruce. Just like you can recite your name, Carlos. Just like you can recite your name, Terry. Guess what? You'll be able to recite this right off the bat. First question, what are the banks doing with your money? Yeah, that's your money. What are they doing with your money? Meaning you should have more control over your money. And then what are they doing with your money, right? And I can give you the answer to that. They're investing it. They're doing hedge funds. They're buying real estate. They're giving out high interest loans, right? They're doing Forex. That's the answer to the question. But if the person don't know, that's okay. You can just simply say they making money with your money. That's what they're doing. That's the first question. The second question is, how much are they paying you to do that? How much are they paying you to do that? 0.001% annually, or 1%, if you're lucky, annually. That's what they're paying you. When you ask people that question, either they don't know or they upset about it. The third question, guys. Do you think it would be a good deal if you could get anywhere between 1/4 and 1% on your money daily? See, we already know the answers to all three of those questions. What are the banks doing with your money? Making money? How much are they paying you on it? Zip. Would it be great to be able to get paid off of the money that you already earned? Yep. Well, hey, listen, my friends and I are so excited about an opportunity that's come across our desk. We're doing a Zoom that's going to explain exactly and precisely how that's done. Are you on Zoom? The person's going to go, what's a Zoom? Well, it's simple. You download it, blah, 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 and you send them the link. Here's the thing, guys. Remember, people are busy. People forget things. You send them the link, and then 15 to 20 minutes before, you send them the link again. Very, very important. You got to remind people. So guess what? You get them on, and let this information hit them slap dead in the middle of their head. And guys, I'm here to tell you, you'll be growing a business faster than you ever dreamed you could, because everybody just wants to punch it. Your brother, he wants to punch it. Your sister wants to punch it. Your friends, your family want to punch it. Your coworkers want to punch it. Your enemies want to punch it. So guess what? We're going to give them a chance to punch it. Just punch it. Let's punch it. Let's get this thing done, guys. That's it. Just punch it. You know, everybody got their little signs. I got 2 signs for everybody. One of the signs is when we take pictures, we're going to point at the cameraman. Everybody going to be like, you? Yeah, we pointing to you. Just punch it. Just punch it. Everybody going to be doing this. Everybody like, what's going on? Well, we just punch it. What y'all punching? We punch it in the morning. We punch it on Mondays. We punch it in the afternoon on Monday. We just punch it. Everybody just do that. You just punch it. That's all we're doing. It's like, what? Guys, this is so simple. Just punch it. Right? That's it. Guys, this is it. This is what you've been dreaming for. This is what you've been waiting for. This is the opportunity of a lifetime, but you got to get it in the lifetime of the opportunity. How bad do you want it? Les Brown, it came to me. As soon as I said, how bad do you want it, it came. Les said, if you want something bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it and life seems useless and worthless without it, if you gladly sweat for it and work for it and plan for it and give up all terror of the opposition for it, if you simply go after that thing that you want with all your capacity, strength, and sagacity, faith, hope, confidence, and stern personality, if darkness and grim won't cease and beset it, if with the help of Almighty God, you'll get it, guys. You don't let nothing stop you. How bad do you want it? I haven't said that in a year, but hey, it's in there. Right? So guys, we're gonna make it pop. What does that mean? Write this down. I'm the acronym king. We're gonna make it pop. When somebody asks you, you say, hey man, we're making it pop. We're people on purpose in the pursuit of perfection. Pop, pop. People on purpose in the pursuit of perfection. We might not ever get there, but we're going to be striving for it. People that are on here from the U.S., guys, come on now. There's no reason, not one reason, no reason, excuse me, why tomorrow we don't max this thing out. There's no reason, just with the people who are on here now, for us not to max this out tomorrow night. Now, if you're doing a private launch call, I know I'm doing private launch calls with people. We're gonna bam fam, we're gonna book a meeting from a meeting. We're gonna get those people on the 7 o'clock. But everybody on here, guys, there's no reason why we cannot max this out. There should be 100 people on here every day. I should have to go ahead and get the $1,000 person account, because we're gonna max this sucker out. We're gonna make it pop. We're people on purpose in the pursuit of perfection. Let's get this done, guys. America, if you're on here from America, guys, This is the chance you've been waiting for. Let's go out there and make it happen. I'm going to open it up. I see you out there, Frank. Frank, go ahead and unmute yourself. KD, I'm going to release the Krakens. I'm going to release the Krakens. I know they got some good stuff to tell, and we want to hear it. If you could keep it down to a minute, that'd be great. I appreciate you. Go ahead, Frank.
Wow, Coach, that was excellent. That was perfect. You know, in the beginning of things, you start and you walk it and you perfect it. I mean, this is the beginning. This is the beginning. And as things go on, it's going to get better and better. I mean, this was an excellent call tonight. I really want to thank you very much for this inspiration. I mean, my notes are full because this is bringing out memories of things of who we are. It's already on the inside of every one of us. We need to bring it out. And this is how you bring it out in every walks of life, but especially for a business like this in the beginning. Like I said, thank you again for this wonderful, excellent call. I mean, I'm just wired up, and it was a perfect way to end a Sunday for everyone, knowing that you have a mission and the goal, and it's your choice to choose that mission. Thank you again, Coach. Excellent.
Well, absolutely. You kind of like fading out on us. Well, we appreciate you and all that you do there. KD, go on. I'll release you. Go ahead. I know you're out there.
Hey, Coach. Everybody, can everyone hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. What an excellent training by Coach Craig out of Houston, Texas. Again, I can echo what Frank has just said. I'm absolutely fired up. I've taken so much notes by Coach Craig. Guys, this BizzTrade is absolutely a phenomenon. And as he rightfully said, and you see the sign right there, punch it. Every Monday, even right now, you can punch the button and the system will just trade for you Monday to Friday. And it's a no-brainer, guys, because the banks don't barely give you anything on your own money. But here with trading, you can get up to, with a little package of 0.40% daily, guys. This is absolutely significant. And guys, this was just a real training for us, but we do have, as Coach Craig said, we do have the live presentations Monday to Saturday, he was saying. So again, let's pack this call. Let's get 1,000 people on this call. This is America, guys. This is a no-brainer, guys. What a great call. Thanks, Coach Craig.
Absolutely, Katie. And I'm so excited about your future and all that you're actually doing out there to make people's dreams come true. I know you are a workhorse out there. And you know what, guys? I know that many of you are just chomping at the bits, And we want you. We want you to step up to that leadership role. We want you to be the leaders that you were created to be. The way that you do that is by getting people on these live broadcasts. Like I said, 1 o'clock during the day with the CEO. You definitely will get that information out, especially if you get us the WhatsApp information, and we'll make sure that you're actually on it. And then 7 o'clock Central. 7 o'clock Central Standard Time on this line, so you can go ahead and you can pass this out to people that you want to actually hear this information. If you have not gotten with me or your sponsor to do a private launch call, then you're missing out. That's where we can focus on your people. We can give you the edification that you need to let them know that you're connected with a leader, that you're connected with another leader there. And now, guess what? We're gonna return that back to you. We're gonna edify you and the things that you've been able to accomplish. And where two are agreeing, some amazing things can be done. So we want to get in agreement with you, and we want you in agreement with us. And guys, we're gonna make this thing do what it do. So guys, that's it for tonight. I'll see you next Sunday night on the next training that we have and all throughout the week. And just remember, just punch it. Just punch it. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night, Coach.
Good night, Coach.
Great call, Coach.
Great night. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.